Finally, we are here for the first ever FIFA 18 career mode. As you can tell, we're going to be doing it with Wolves, £20 million budget. You guys are going to be with me every step of the way. The first ever career mode on this channel. And hopefully, you know, this is one that is going to be on here for a long time. Haven't played career mode in absolutely years, so hopefully you guys can help me out in the comment section down below. Let's jump straight into the new series. So first we've got to make our manager. He's of course going to be Mr. Dave Atopodi. And we're going to be typing that in. And, you know, this series, guys, is all about us as a group of people. You guys are going to be helping me out with a lot of the decisions. And hopefully we can, you know, in the do really well transfer wise and so on as well. Can we not change what the geezer looks like? We literally have to go with one of these default guys. I'm gonna go with this geezer. Let's go suit and tie. Match settings, I'm gonna go with world class to start off, guys. Obviously if it's too easy we'll go up to legendary. I rarely play offline, so I don't really know how good the AI is these days. Currency obviously is sterling. We'll keep that stadium, obviously just rename it to the Molyneux. We're going to download the latest squads, and obviously we'll go with that. So pre-season tournament invite, we're going to click accept just to get a little bit of extra money in the bank. And free 4.4 million there. We get to play a couple of decent sides, but definitely one worth doing. And here we are on the user interface. So let's see what the office has in store for us. So obviously we recognise that you, the coaching staff, the players are coming off a very draining and demanding season, so we appreciate that you have accepted the information. So that's for our friendly competition. Transfer market is open, which is obviously what we're going to be delving into very shortly. The vision and expectations. Hi as a party, that's not my name. This game. Right, objectives overview. So youth development, within 2 seasons have at least one player from the youth academy signed in the first season and play at least 50% of the games in the next season. That's fair enough. Obviously that's another new player that we'll have to introduce fairly sharpish. Brand exposure, sell out at least 85% attendance for at least half of the league home games this season. Now that's quite difficult to do, so we've got to make sure we're going to be playing good football and winning games. Continental success is obviously very low because we're not in any sort of European competitions. Domestic success, gain automatic promotion, and the last 32 of the FA Cup is pretty easy to do. So I think they're fairly easy to do. We've just got to make sure we get promotion this season. So we're going to be deleting that email. First scout report has arrived. Quite a number of young players on there. One of the key things I don't want to do on this save is just go out and buy all the you know, wonder kids, if that's what they call them on FIFA. I want to play it properly. I want to be buying players that are realistic. I don't want to just buy all the best young players. I want to, you know, go realistic. Buy Portuguese players and so on as well. So these guys are already scouting players. We're going to get Stepan Movskin, and we're going to get him to scout. We'll go there because he's got Russia. He's Russian. Go on, we'll get to scout Russia. Oh, one of your scouts already set up there. We'll get him to do South America. We'll get a couple of Brazilian boys in. He's in transit. So now we want to get, if we can, some sort of Portuguese boss, but looks like we can't do so. So we'll leave that for the time being. I think we've got enough scouts on there. We'll delete that, and so far so good. So transfer wise, finances, you know, we're a -80 profit. But that's obviously because of mainly players that we brought in. So Neves came in, Miranda and John Ruddy. Apparently we brought in for 2 million. I'm pretty sure it was a free transfer, but yeah. So we'll keep the sort of split similar to that at the moment. I'm going to have a quick look at the players, see who we get a transfer list, and see who we want to try and bring in. So the squad's quite bare at the moment anyway, so we're going to be trying to keep a couple of the players. A lot of players will only be going out on loan, so like Donovan Wilson, we've been listed for a loan. Onyanga is listed for sale. We're going to try and loan out Morgan Gibbs-White. I think I'm going to try and sell off Zyro as well whilst we can. And I think Sylvan Deslandes is also listed for loan. So a couple of players will be going out, but I think the main sort of position we need to strengthen on is striker. So I'm going to give you guys a choice here of players. I've got a couple of players in mind. Straight away there was a guy that Wolves came very close to signing in real life, and it was Jurgen Locadia, who we're going to be looking at. 23 years of age, is still young. Preliminary report is shot power, sprint speed, which is quite key for us, obviously, as a striker. But we're going to have to shortlist him and get a scout report on him. He's quite tall as well, 6'1". Other than that, I'm going to have a quick look at a couple of Portuguese players. If we reset that and get the Portuguese report up as well. So we're going to be looking at Portugal. If it lets us click that, and then a striker. And already search results are coming up. So Herson Alves, he plays for Brentford. I know his rating in game isn't massive. It's not too big, but we want to look for some younger players anyway. So let's have a quick look. Mayron de Almeida, staff busy, cannot assign a scout to him. Okay. Tony Gomez, Rui Fonte. Let's see, Jardel, staff busy. Right, we can't get too many scouts on him. Nelson Oliveira as well will scout. We've already got a pretty good idea of him. So there's quite a few players. But if there's any players that you boys think we need to should go and get, let me know. The next episode of this is going to be out sort of tomorrow. So it's going to have to be quick answers, and we're going to see what we can do. Obviously, the transfer window is open until after the first game of the season anyway, so we've still got a little bit of time to think of what striker we want to go for. Formation I'm going to play is a 5-2-3 anyway, similar to what Wolves play in real life. We'll probably go with that front three for the time being. I know Bonatini is pretty good, but I want to get Caballero a good number of games. But I think that is the team that I'll go for. Vinagre will probably get a good shot. I think everyone in this squad at the moment, of players that will stay, will get a really good amount of game time this season. The young players have also got Enebakari, Ronan, have all got already, you know, they're young and they've still got really, really good ratings on the game. So that's going to help us loads to produce them. You'll do a lot of training and get them into be top players. So we've already had already an offer for Mikel Zyro, £2.3 million. I think that is a really good offer, you know. Let's see if we can maybe grab another 0.2k for him. Now, what's going on here? I've never even thought we'd have to see this straight away in the first episode. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Let's get started, shall we? We've got a Dye shirt on the wall, which is a bit strange. Right. Let's propose a new transfer fee. I want just a tad more. Let's see what they say. Okay, you have a deal. We will match the 2.5 million price tag you have set. So that is another, extra 200k that they offered, and another 2.5 million that we can add to our transfer kitty. Really, that's a really decent offer there. I think we did well to get 2.5 million out of him. So, Connor Ronan, boss, may I make a request? So, we're going to have our first friendly today, guys. And he was, he's hoping for a chance to play. And sure, we'll definitely give him a go. Again, Ronan is a player that I really want to use along with Enebakari. So, we're going to give him a shout in this game. We're going to be playing Genk. And we're going to be hoping for a win. So, what we'll do is chuck Connor Ronan in. Is he on the bench? He isn't. So, we'll chuck him in for price. And we'll give him a go. We'll play him alongside Neves for the first game, and we'll go with that team. I know at central midfielders we've got quite a few options at the moment, and really there's players there that aren't brilliant, but there's a lot of potential with them, such as Connor Ronan and so on as well.
Well, welcome to the start of the European International Cup, the first group stage game of this pre-season tournament.
Yeah, and these tournaments, much more of a big deal these days, and the fans certainly play a bigger part.
Our match today is Wolverhampton.
So here we go then, the first game as Wolves manager and in the career mode, and we're going to be hoping that this is going to be a long and successful one. We're playing on world class. We're kicking off our pre-season friendlies against Genk. If I'm honest, I'm probably going to sim the rest of the pre-season sort of games, but this game is really going to give us a good opportunity to look at the players. I've already played quite a little bit with Wolves. I've got a team of Wolves players on all the teams, so I sort of know how we play. So it'll be interesting to see how we go, and hopefully it'll be a very, very successful season. Already perhaps an early chance of Genk here. Got the ball, I'll blade it back off. It's going to be really interesting for me to see how the AI plays as well, because as I say, I don't play a lot of offline. I really enjoy online gameplay more than anything. But here's Matt Doherty again, bursting forward, he cuts back inside, clever from him. Doherty's going to have a striker goal himself, the keeper parries it away. Jota can pick it back up, tries to get it past the man and cleared for a throw-in. Good early start from us there. Header from Cody to Neves. Here's Jota again, into Douglas. Neves finds young Connor Ronan, who's going to put his foot through it, and he's not far away there, Ronan. Obviously asking the question to come into the squad. And he sort of shot across his body, and he was so close, whiskers away from the opening goal of the career mode. Well, Chance and Genk have gone ahead out of nothing really, and they lead sort of against sort of play. We've been very, very comfortable keeping the ball so far, and Genk have taken the lead. A little bit of room just opened up there, and he curls it round John Ruddy in the end. It's Sander Berge, the opening goal, and unfortunately it's not for us in this first game in the career mode. Let's see what we can do off kickoff though. Can we react? Here's Costa into Bonatini. Plays it back off for Helder Costa. Back in for Bonatini. Good football. Here is Neves back across again, and the ball just didn't seem to lift off the floor. Played short from the free kick. Here's Douglas. Now finds Jota again. Can he wriggle away from his man? He finds Bonatini. Bonatini clever from him, and Diogo Jota now can get into a bit of room and space. Tries to lay it back off, a chance of goal, and the goalkeeper saves it, and Wolves coming close here just before half time. Here's Conor Ronan again. Plays it back off to Helder Costa. Can they get the 1-2 together? Clever from Bonatini. He's laid it off again. Another chance, and it was Ruben Neves this time. Just couldn't quite wrap his foot around the ball. But a clever little process of play there from Wolves again. And there we go with a half-time whistle. 1-0 down at half-time. Not quite been the ideal game for us, but overall, it's been an okay start. There is going to be a change at half time. It's going to be Caballero one for Bonatini. Jota is going to go through the middle. Caballero on the wing now to see if that can inject a little bit more flair and pace into our game now. Catch Genk off in the second half, but we're still 1-0 down. But we nicked the ball early on here. Diogo Jota again straight away tried to find Caballero, but it was cut out. Play Ruben Neves puts his left foot through it, and I thought it had gone in. Thought it was 1-1. What a chance that was. Wipes it across goal. I thought Yakas was beaten there. And it was just wide. A long ball forward towards Costa, who won the knock on as well. And here is Diogo Jota, who gets away from his man. And Diogo Jota's in here, and he just couldn't quite get the power. Caballero back across. And Yakas again with another stop. Big chance of Jota, just couldn't quite connect with it. Neves, can he line one up? Oh, he's found Douglas instead, has he? He has. Defender on his bum. Douglas back across. Chance, it is finally in. It's Helder Costa. He's got the first goal of the career mode. He'll be doing a little bit of the Antoine Griezmann celebration. Get in there, 1-1. Douglas did well. Defender left flat on his arse, and a ball in. The keeper couldn't keep it out, and Costa just smashes it towards goal. Finally grabbed our first goal, and none other than Helder Costa grabs the goal. To Jota. Barry Douglas, Caballero now with acres of room again. This is a similar sort of position to where the goalkeeper, well, Caballero cuts inside and scores. And Wolves take the lead. And it's Ivan Caballero. A wonderful change of pace from him. Wonderful work from Barry Douglas. I think it was Neves who initially got the ball across. But a wonderful bit of play for Wolves again. Defender left in no man's land. And it was Ivan Caballero cuts inside and smashes it past the goalkeeper. Oh, wonderful challenge from Ndai. He'll hold the ball as well. And is it going to be another goal? Caballero this time bursting in, and that's going to be a penalty. It certainly is. It was Malinyakovsky, I think, that gave the penalty away. And it was a horrible, horrible challenge of Caballero. Wonderful play from Alfred Ndai, though, to start off the move. And this game now really should be put to bed. We know how to take a penalty now. Come on. It's going to be Helder Costa to take it. Is it going to be a top bins? It certainly is. It's a wonderful penalty by Costa. And he'll do the wave. 3-1, game over. And although the start was a little bit rocky in the first half, the team has certainly got into it in the second half and put this game to bed. Back inside, Jota gets past his man. Clever 1-2. Diogo Jota puts the game to bed. It's a wonderful, wonderful goal. And Wolves are 4-1 up. Diogo Jota again. He looks different. On Ultimate Team, he looks nothing like that.
Pretty straightforward this match.
He actually sort of looks like in there. It's a wonderful piece of play. It's a wonderful strike from Jota, who's had a couple of good chances missed in this game, but finally we 4-1 up. And there's the full-time whistle. 4-1 win overall. Wonderful win at that as well. First game, first win. As I say, it was a rocky start in the first half, but in the end we absolutely smashed them. It's a great opening goal from Genk, but in the end we put them to bed. 4 goals. It was 2 from Costa, a goal from Jota, and a goal from the substitute Ivan Cavallero. So Conor Ronan has come to us and said, thanks for the chance. It was a really good opportunity. I tell you what, he was good. He looked really comfortable on the ball. It's definitely not the only time he's going to be getting any football. But as I say, that's the end of today's episode. Let me know who you reckon we should sign as a striker. I've got a couple of boys on the shortlist. We've scouted a couple of players. But do we go realistic, try for Locadia again, or do you guys think we should go for a Portuguese player? I'll have a look in the meantime at maybe a couple of younger players that we may well be able to go for. But the youth academy and some of the existing players I really want to go for this year. But make sure you smash the like button if you enjoyed it today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this new series with all your friends. Let's see if we can get all the support on it. And obviously, the more interaction we get and so on, the more likely we're going to have more stuff like this pop up on the channel. But until next time, guys, make sure you tune in for the next episode, which hopefully will be tomorrow. And I'll see you all very, very soon.